But speaking of speeding, the Isaac TeSlaa hype train.
That is a hype train.
Is full steam ahead. I mean, I'm so glad I already got out in front of it and was like, look, I'm taking the training wheels off these expectations.
Yeah.
I put it out there. I think like ceiling. We had a ceiling conversation. 500 yards. And you guys, some of you, not all you, you guys in the chat were talking that shit saying we were crazy.
Most of them.
If you haven't heard the news, Isaac TeSlaa sprinkled in with first team yesterday in a full padded practice with quarterback Jared Goff. And no, that doesn't mean that he supplanted Tim Patrick, but this is the beginning steps of that. This is how that happened. This is how that happens, I should say. Another storyline from Isaac TeSlaa out of camp. There was a block on a touchdown route that he had. And he didn't catch the ball, but he blocked on it. The team was more hyped about that block that he made on whatever defender it was than they were for the actual touchdown in that rep.
Yeah.
Like that's big shit popping. Hard guy tackle apparently too. Great contact balance.
Osama Ben Johnson might be gone, but that is not his philosophy. That is the Detroit Lions philosophy. Is no block, no rock. And that was when they drafted him. That was something that they attested to, something that they checked on one of the boxes, is that he is a willing and capable run blocker, and that is what they like. You need to do that, obviously, for this team. You see everybody they have at the wide receiver spot excels at blocking down the field and in the run, whether it's Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Tim Patrick, or Khalif Raymond. They are all very good blockers down the field, and Isaac TeSlaa is willing and ready to do that as well. This is a guy, man, like...
Now here's a guy.
Just someone you'd bring home to mom. Like, there's something about him that makes me trust him so much. No, but you hear the conversations, you hear what everybody says, and even like the guys before the Hall of Fame game, they're like, I don't really want to say this because it's crazy, but he looks like Puka Nacua. He feels like Puka Nacua. He plays like Puka Nacua.
The moment he came out of the draft, you go watch the tape. That's what you say because it looks the part.
Braylon Edwards today, like a guy that knows NFL wide receivers, said he kind of looks like Puka Nacua. So if it walks like a Pua, if it talks like a Puka, it's probably a Puka. So I don't want to say that those are his expectations because he's not going to get fed like Puka was his rookie year.
Dude,
he was force-fed. But he's going to have opportunities.
And you're correct. But if you're on the field with Amon-Ra St. Brown, All-Pro, Jameson Williams, which you have the expectation to be All-Pro, I have the expectation to be goddamn good. I just think that's a category you kind of got to like politic to get in a little bit. You got to do like a little bit more. But I don't know, I'm not broken. Either way, you're going to see the worst defender on the field in those situations. So you're talking about a guy with a 6'4" frame, can make the strong hands, that can make a play over somebody. We've seen it in training camp practice already. He might get some looks because Jared Goff isn't just out there throwing down Amon-Ra St. Brown every single time. He's been in this system multiple years now, and he's so badass at it. The reason why he's throwing close to 70% completion percentage is because he throws the open guy. So TeSlaa might be the beneficiary of that for goddamn sure. Like, the training wheels are off. This guy really might come do something his rookie year. It's not a position where it's, like, out of the question either. Like, you could talk about – that's why I say this all the time. Running backs, receivers hit the ground running in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Especially nowadays, you're doing all these 7-on-7s. Like, it's second nature to them. It can happen. His rookie season. And initially, even the Lions talking about being a developmental piece. That might not be the case.
He might be ready to go. And we talk about wide receiver as one of those positions in the NFL where the time to, adapt to the league is not as great as some of the other ones. So, again, yeah, if he's getting snaps over Tim Patrick, if he's getting snaps with the first-team offense, I expect 4 wide receiver sets. He's going to be out there a lot. He's going to have opportunities. And with his size and his speed, he's probably going to get open against these weaker defensive backs that he'll be seeing just because of how loaded the Lions' weapons are. So, Jared Goff, like you said, kind of opposite of how Puka Nacua was good his rookie year, was because Stafford dials in and he force feeds wide receivers.
That's why you had Calvin breaking the record, and that's why you have Kupp close to it.
And you have Goff, who is going to make the open play. He is going to make the read, the open throw. And if that's you getting open against the 4th cornerback, then you're going to get some balls thrown your way.
Shout out to Burn in the Woodward Sports Chat, the $5 super chat. Make sure if you guys want your words said to the top of the line, send that. That made no sense. Make sure if you want your comments read, for goddamn sure, you make sure you send that super chat. But he says also, Brad has never missed on a wide receiver. Brad picks receivers out of his hat every season in the draft and off practice squads like he's doing a show in Vegas. It's pretty damn close. I think the only one you can speak on is maybe Antoine Green.
I was going to say, don't forget Antoine Green.
And I was a believer. But
I was too.
He did suffer some injuries too.
Yeah, but Antoine Green was a seventh round pick.
Seventh round,
6,
I believe.
7.
Like, seriously though, I was doing that unironically at first, but now I can't unhear it because Ryan has corrupted my brain with rot. But
No, don't like that.
I think that you can give him a pass on the Antoine Green one.
For sure.
He calls himself the cornerback savant. Maybe he's the wide receiver savant.
Yeah, brother, listen, if somebody's getting drafted 6th, 7th round, like there's a slide.
Yeah.
You're good.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not sure. Dan Jackson's not fucking all pro. Are you kidding me? Get him out of here.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think you got to think about just what he gave up to go get him as well. When you watch the Lions Den or the YouTube series that they do, they were fired up to get TeSlaa, and they loved what they were seeing in that training or in those rooms. And I think just the fact that he was so willing to go up, not just give, an extra third rounder, but to give 2 to go up in the third round and get this guy. I mean, I just think it speaks to the amount of talent that Brad Holmes was continued to draft. Pro Bowler after all pro, to go up and have that conviction for a wide receiver where he has hit both on Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown on high-end all-pro, Pro Bowl type talent. To go up and get this guy, there's no wonder the expectations are so damn high.
Yeah.
Coming out of camp right now,
Yeah.
it's like everybody wants to be on the hype train early as well.
And again, this is a guy they were trying to pump the brakes on. I remember specifically Johnny Morton saying, like, this is a guy we got a developmental piece. Like, he was really telling you guys, like, relax, cool your tits a little bit. Now he's getting sprinkled in with the first team offense. Like, that means they're seeing shit now at this point. It's like, okay. And the fact, I think there's multiple things behind it as well. Like, not only is he a little bit of a freak athlete, obviously with the testing numbers, the effort was there. Brad Holmes caught his eye by just blocking the fuck out of somebody in the Senior Bowl. Beyond that, too, Detroit Lion fan. Grew up in like this. He's living his fucking dream.
Yeah.
You better goddamn well be giving it all because this is all you dreamed about your entire life. They're for sure getting that and it's starting to show.
Yeah,
that's a
and
good
I
point.
think too another thing that makes a developmental process easy for the rookie is not only when you have 2 potential all-pro receivers, you have a great tight end that we haven't mentioned yet during this segment that also can be a top 3 to 5 tight end in the league, and your first foundation, the first thing the defense has to stop before they worry about Amon-Ra, before they worry about J-Mo, is the run game. Like you just have this system where, I mean, I don't want to sugarcoat it, but it's gonna be so easy. It's going to be a situation where almost every time he's in, it's advantageous, and it can be simple little things. And he's going to have an extreme mismatch, and he's going to be the last thing on the scouting report, the very last thing on the scouting report. So I think with his physical tools, with how quick we've seen receivers hit the ground running, I think that this is something that can really, really help this Lions team. And I'm not putting it in terms of high expectation, in terms of numbers, but boy, he's going to have a couple moments where it's like a clutch third down or just a big play.
Yeah.
I think
like
we're going to
that.
see some explosive plays out of him. I think we
He's
talk
hard
about
to tackle, too.
Yeah, we talk about Johnny Morton and what he likes to do. We talk about what this kid's good at, and that is going up and making plays and his insane athleticism. So I think they're going to use him in some explosive capacities.
I think real quick, easy. I think if you think about who this team's going to play this season as well, if they are down 10 in Baltimore, they're not going, jumbo pack, like 2 tight end sets. They're just not. They're going to go for the big explosive play. TeSlaa is that guy, as we even saw in the first preseason game, to get open in space, especially if guys like J. Moore going deep, St. Brown's double covered, I feel like TeSlaa would be able to get open in a spot like that.
Yeah, I know he's a pretty boy too, but there ain't no glitz and glamour about it. Like the first day in pads, remember the reason why he was in that knee brace is he caught a little bit of a jab from, I think it was Mo Norris. Got banged up a little bit. First day in pads, they 1v1'd him, and he fucking truck sticked him. Like he's about that life, gonna put in that work, and I think you're gonna see some highlight plays from him. I don't know if it'd be necessarily. I mean, I think he has all the opportunity to be explosive for goddamn sure. I think you saw a little bit of that in the Hall of Fame game, but I think specifically like where I see him doing is mossing some motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because right now the separation and like that package, the release package isn't quite there yet, so he's gonna have to be an athlete and make some plays. And I think that's what I'm expecting, at least some third downs, some end zone stuff.
Yeah, you're going to need it. I'm excited.
It's happening sooner than we expected.
Before we go to break, the 49ers just banned smelling salts.
The 49ers banned?
Yeah,
Or the NFL banned?
the 49ers. They banned smelling salts. And
using smelling salts out there?
the NFL, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's on the NFL.
The
ban.
NFL has banned smelling salts and ammonia packets per George Kittle because I guess they mask head injuries. So like if you got
That's true.
if you got your bell wrong, you rip the smelling salt real fast so you can shake it off.
That's bullshit. I mean, honestly, that's just part of the game, brother. You might have to bring those back.
Yeah, that's kind of soft, dude.
Bitches. We still gotta try that. I went to GNC to buy them. They said they don't sell them.
Maybe they're a problem. Order them on Amazon. You can get everything on Amazon.
I'm gonna start keeping one of those in my car in case I hit somebody on a bike at Michigan State.
What?
That's what happened to Smitty.
I did get hit by a bike. No. Why did the smelling salt come in though?
Cause like, come on, buddy, you
Oh,
all right?
wake
Wake
him
up.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, you're fine. See, you even trick a little bit. Just
All right, let's go to break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna keep talking.
All right, never mind. Good. I'm just saying we're gonna fire Brad Holmes for not bringing in Scott Constantinople.
Constable.
Constable.
I mean, that's the only
Elite
fireable
Scott
offense Brad Holmes
Constable.
has.
That
so
could,
far.
yeah, he definitely missed on not bringing in Scott Constable.